Making his Giants debut, number 49. Please welcome Armando Benitez. Pitcher, number 50, Brett Tomko. Pitcher, number 51, Noah Lowry. Outfielder, number 56, Jason Ellison. Pitcher, number 57, Jerome Williams. On the disabled list and hopefully back soon, number 25, Barry Bonds. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Giants manager, number 23, Felipe Alou. Now the starting lineup for the Giants. Batting first and playing second base, number 5, Ray Durham. Batting second, making his Giants debut, a 9-time Gold Glove shortstop, number 13, Omar Vizquel. Batting third and playing first base, number 6, J.T. Snow. Batting fourth in his Giants debut in right field, number 18, Moises Alou. Batting fifth and playing left field, number 7, Pedro Feliz. Batting sixth and playing third base, number 12, Edgardo Alfonso. Batting seventh and playing center field, number 9, Marquise Grissom. Batting eighth and in his Giants debut, catcher number 22, Mike Matheny. And pitching for the Giants today, batting ninth, number 29, Jason Schmidt. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2005 San Francisco Giants.
Thank you so much, John. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we now observe a moment of silence in memory of 3 members of the Giants family who recently passed away. Former Giants catcher and general manager Tom Haller, Giants scout Jack Schwartz, and front office employee Pam Soule. And also at this time, we join the rest of the world in mourning the loss of Pope John Paul II. Thank you, everyone. And now, presenting today's colors, please welcome the Center for Information Dominance Color Guard from Monterrey. And ladies and gentlemen, as the Giants prepare to officially open the 2005 season here at SBC Park, get ready for our traditional opening day flyover featuring the FA-18 Hornets from the Naval Air Center based in Fallon, Nevada. And now, singing our national anthem, multi-platinum selling musical group celebrating its 25th anniversary, please welcome San Francisco's very own Huey Lewis and the News.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glow, diamonds bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Happy to report they are ours. Final thoughts on opening day.
There is no other day like opening day except for when you reach the playoffs, and that's what this team wants to do at the end of this season. But you get goosebumps when you think about opening day.
A special thank you for those of you who've been watching on Bay Area Fox today because of some technical difficulties in the control truck. We from Los Angeles happy to visit with you, and of course with our friends at FSN West 2. Enjoy the ball game. For Steve Lyons, I'm Charlie Steiner, and we're ready to play Game 1. The Dodgers and the Giants coming up next. Vin Scully is standing by.
Opening day is a time that has many different meanings for those who love the game. For the fans, a time to remember the past, but also welcome the future. For players, it's a time to continue to grow and build off of what they started last year, and most importantly for some, a chance to fulfill a dream.
There's something about opening day, especially when you're on a winning ball club and expectations are as they are here to win a World Series. But I've never been able to pitch an opening day, and hopefully one day I'll get a chance.
No matter how long you've been around baseball, there's something about the first game of each season that will remind you of what is so special about this game.
It's always exciting. It's the adventure of a new season. I always look forward to winning.
I like to control my emotions, and that's one day when I can't.
The Dodgers start their quest for a second straight National League West championship against who else but the San Francisco Giants. 2005 Dodger baseball begins right now. It's time for Dodger baseball. Live from SBC Park in San Francisco, FSN West 2 presents the Dodgers as they take on the Giants. Hi, everybody, and a very pleasant good afternoon to you, wherever you may be. The greatest rivalry in baseball will pick up where they left off. You may remember last year, after 19 meetings, the Dodgers won 10 to the Giants 9. 7 of the Dodgers' 10 victories were by 1 run, and the biggest difference between the two teams was the bullpen. Eric Gagne towering over San Francisco, but this year the Giants have come back with Armando Benitez. The starting pitchers today: Jason Schmidt, the 18-game winner for San Francisco, very, very tough against the Dodgers, especially since coming to San Francisco, and Derek Lowe coming from the Boston Red Sox to find out about a better rivalry, a longer rivalry, much more so than the Red Sox, the Yankees. It's the Giants and the Dodgers. And whether they play in Ebbets Field or the Polo Grounds, whether they play in Candlestick Park or the Coliseum, now at SBC Park and Dodger Stadium, it's the great rivalry. And we're going to take a look at it right after this. Dodger baseball on FSN West 2 is brought to you by Dodge. Grab life by the horns. Dodge. By Quick Reach Cement and Concrete Products. Celebrating opening day and the do-it-yourself season. By Gatorade Thirst Quencher. It's in the MLB. Is it in you? By Southwest Airlines. Non-stop service to over 59 destinations across the country. And by Nissan, who invites you to shift your ride. Hi, everybody, and a bright, shiny, brand new good afternoon to you, wherever you may be, as we await the start of opening day here at SBC Park in San Francisco. And Baghdad by the Bay has never looked any prettier. Not a cloud in the sky, but even the veterans feeling opening day jitters, sitting quietly deep in thought as we await the first pitch, the first swing of the bat, and the first crack. We have already had both teams introduced. We had the pregame ceremony where Barry Bonds received the MVP award just a few moments ago, and with the naval color guard, it was with all of the trappings. The national anthem has already been sung, and Bonds made a rather impassioned plea to this crowd, telling them how much he appreciated them. We had the traditional flyover, and the ovations filled the screen and the air, except, of course, when they introduced the Los Angeles Dodgers. The crowd also had a moment of silence in memory of Pope John Paul II, who passed away, as you know, so the flags are at half stack in his memory. But outside of those somewhat somber moments, it is now time for the fans to have their fun and watch the Giants and the Dodgers. For the Dodgers, who won 10 of 19, they split the 10 games here at SBC Park. In fact, at one stage last year.
The Giants have taken the field here at SBC Park. This is the season opener between the Giants and the Dodgers. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper along with my partner, Mike Krukow. We would sincerely like to apologize for all of the serious technical difficulties that we have experienced and that we are experiencing. As you might know, the video feed that you are seeing is compliments of the Los Angeles Dodgers, while our folks here at the ballpark are trying to fix the problem for the FSN Bay Area audio feed and video feed for that matter. So Mike, it's opening day. It's a glorious day. Other than all the technical problems, it's time for baseball.
Well, time for baseball indeed. The Los Angeles Dodgers completed their spring training with a record of 13-15. The Giants were 20-11-1, and today both skippers of the Dodgers and the Giants, Jim Tracy of the Dodgers, Felipe Alou of the Giants, are sending out right-handers to open things up. For Jason Schmidt, it'll be his first opening day assignment as a Giant, his second in his career. He did it one other time with the Pittsburgh Pirates, and he is all set to go against the Dodgers. Lifetime for Jason Schmidt against the Dodgers. He had 8-7 with a 3.88 ERA. Last year, Schmidt, an 18-game winner, 18-7 with a 3.20 ERA, finished second in the Cy Young voting.
All right, first pitch of the season is on its way, and it is a called strike at the knees. 121 was first pitch.
94-mile-an-hour fastball from Schmidt.
64 degrees here at the ballpark. Bright sunshine, not a cloud in the sky. So we get underway here at SBC Park. Is Turris, followed by Hee-Seop Choi and J.D. Drew. Hit deep to right. Moises Alou, gone. How about that? That's how the season gets started for the Dodgers. Cesar Izturis, who hit 4 home runs last year, leads off the ball game with a big fly to right field. Unbelievable.
Wow. Jason Schmidt all spring long said that he really didn't feel like he had that game time adrenaline. He was really looking forward to getting in San Francisco and getting in front of a crowd to where he could get that little extra zip. Well, a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, even to a hitter like Cesar Izturis, that will supply the power. 1-0 Dodgers.
Here's Hee-Seop Choi, who takes a strike. Well, he may have that adrenaline. He may have been lacking just a little bit. Not anymore.
No. Now anger just took over. Anger's good. Anger will definitely settle down adrenaline.
Outside to Hee-Seop Choi last year, 251, 15 home runs, 46 RBIs.
Hee-Seop Choi, when he first came into this league, had a huge swing. He's taken a lot of swing out.
1-2. Also, give you an idea what it's like for us up here in the booth. We usually have headsets on. I can hear Mike, Mike can hear me, we can hear everybody in the truck. Well, that's not the case today. Each of us have stick mics, and if I talk over Mike or Mike does the same when I'm speaking, it's only because we're having a little hard time hearing each other, and we're trying to get all of those things fixed, so bear with us. 2-2 to Hee-Seop Choi. Got him. So that's the first out in the ball game, and it's on a changeup from Schmidt.
Well, that'll settle him down. Definitely got a little more oomph on his fastball in that at bat as well. He hit 95 with a couple of those fastballs. When you get into a game like this, especially an opening day assignment for anybody, you have adrenaline, you're pumped up, and the team that often wins the ball game is the team that can settle down the quickest. And a lot depends on your starting pitchers.
Here's J.D. Drew, another new member of the Los Angeles Dodgers, last year with Atlanta. 305, 31 home runs, 93 RBIs. Jeff Kent to follow. Strike at the knees.
You know, if you look at the pitcher types in this ball game today, Kipe, you really would think adrenaline would favor the style of a Jason Schmidt more than a Derek Lowe. Derek Lowe really relies heavily on the sinker, and the harder you throw a sinker, sometimes the less break you get.
Well, that last pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike to Drew.
It's hard to believe that this is really Jason Schmidt's first time that he's opened things up with the Giants uniform on.
Two.
Starting to settle down now. Good change up here. And J.D. Drew is the type of hitter that has got a very compact swing. He can combine average with power. Last year, as Kipe mentioned, 305 with 31 home runs. That's the type of swing he has, compact but powerful.
Foul down the right field line. Should also mention that Drew is 3 for 19 lifetime against Schmidt. And of those 16 outs, 9 of them by way of the strikeout. 2-2 to Drew. Beautiful crowd here at the ballpark this afternoon. Into right center field as Drew, off his front foot, flies out to Marquise Grissom. 2 outs. And here's Kent. That about says it all, doesn't it?
And you know what? That's burning too. I mean, Jeff Kent took pride in the years that he put that Giants uniform on him. It doesn't matter. When you put that blue one on, things change. When he retires, this Giants fan base will definitely appreciate him, but right now he's the ultimate enemy.
Well, he's got the blue on.
And I guarantee it's burning on him, Kite.
Up high to Kent, 5 for 16 lifetime against Schmidt with only 1 strikeout. So Kent has been able to put the ball in play against Jason Schmidt. There's a strike to even the count.
Jeff Kent, more success against Schmidt than any other Dodger. Coming into this ball game, not one Dodger had ever taken Jason Schmidt deep, not the starting lineup.
1-2.
And when you're going through the lineup, you're not thinking about power when you look at Cesar Izturis. You're thinking, don't walk him because he could steal a bag on you.
1-2. Out of play. Kent last year, what's new? 107 RBIs.
More home runs than any other second baseman in history. And very quietly putting up numbers that are going to give him some serious consideration for the Hall of Fame.
Another pop-up, out of play, and it stays 1-2.
Little reach back fastball there from Schmidt. I mean, his fastball changeup combination is just devastating. The arm action identical. Very, very difficult to try and fight off both of them, especially when you get down the count 1-2, which is where Kent is right now.
Center field. Grissom all over it. Side retire. Or run on the home run. Giants are coming up. 1-0 Dodgers. Dodgers on the Cesar Izturis home run lead the Giants 1-0. Derek Lowe will be pitching for LA. And what do we know about Derek Lowe, Mike?
Well, he's a big fella, 6'6", 210-pounder. He's in his 8th year at the big league level, 31 years old. Last year, he was a 14-game winner with an ERA of 5.42. He will give up some hits. He puts a lot of balls in the ground. One of the best sinkers in the game. He'll complement that with a couple of breaking balls and a changeup. He'll throw a lot of changeup sinker combinations to lefties.
Now you see the Giants lineup. Alou is going to hit cleanup. The big talk was, where was Feliz going to hit? Well, Feliz is going to hit in the 5th spot. The numbers for Derek Lowe, as Mike talked about, 32 starts, all with the Red Sox. He got close to 200 innings, 182. So here's Durham. Inside to Ray Durham, who last year hit 282, 17 home runs, 65 RBIs.
First pitch sinker, you're going to see a lot of sinkers. He will take some speed off the sinker too. But he'll cruise around 90. He'll go anywhere from 86 to 92 miles per hour. Against a lot of lefties, he'll throw a lot of changeup sinker combinations.
Up the middle, off of Lowe. Choi has it, and Choi is going to beat Durham to the bag. So Derek Lowe now is starting to limp a little bit.
Oh, that was a seed off the bat of Durham, and it definitely cost him a base hit. A lot of times the pitcher will tell you, I'll give up a bruise for an out. And I believe that's going to be a A bruise that will not be small. Good call by Bill Hahn, the first base umpire. He was out.
Here's Omar Vizquel. Vizquel shows bunt, takes a strike.
Vizquel, a good bunter. He can push bunt, he can drag bunt. Against a right-handed pitcher like Lowe, you're more likely to see him push a bunt down the third baseline.
A bit high. Snow to follow. In at third is Valentin. Leday, Bradley, and Drew in the outfield from left to right. Kent throws him out. So Vizquel out 4-3, and that'll bring up JT Snow.
Boy, 2 hitters up, 2 guys belly sliding down the first baseline. You see the defense for the Dodgers behind Lowe. It's Leday, Bradley, and Drew in the outfield with Valentini, Turris, Kent, and Choi across the infield. And recently acquired Jason Phillips will do the catching. Dodgers picked up Phillips late from the Mets in spring training. Looking to beef up that position with a little more offense.
Here's JT Snow. Snow at last year at 327. He's faced Lowe 3 times lifetime. He's 1 for 3. And quickly Lowe out in front 0-2.
Lowe will throw a lot of strikes. He is aggressive on that first pitch. The beauty about being a sinker ball pitcher is that if it's hit, it's likely to get hit on the ground. You know, if you look at Lowe's numbers too, Kipe, he gives up some hits. Last year in 182 innings, he gave up 224 hits. That's a lot.
1-2 to Snow. And it's rolled foul.
Lowe's ERA 5.42. That's high, even by today's standards. However, last year the Red Sox, when he went out there, they'd get 7+ runs for him each start. That is a luxury.
Wide to Snow. Moises Alou to follow. Full house here at SBC Park. Huey Lewis and the News sang the national anthem. They're the best. Snow on the ground, foul.
Well, how many times have we seen this with JT Snow? I mean, it's almost impossible to get the guy out in 3 or less pitches. He is always a 3-ball count, it seems. And he'll average around 7 pitches at bat.
Snow, center field, base hit. Well, that'll bring Moises Alou to the plate with 2 outs. Lowe said, I don't want that ball.
Doesn't work. Got a hit in it.
Alou last year in a Cubs uniform, 39 home runs, 106 RBIs, and he hit 293. Not bad.
He's got the Jerome Williams puka shells on too today.
Towards the hole where his Turris is playing Alou perfectly, and that ends the inning. No runs a hit, 1 left. Dodgers are coming up. It's 1-0 LA. Back at SBC Park, where the Dodgers are leading the Giants 1-0. Duane Kuiper along with Mike Krukow. We again would like to sincerely apologize for all the technical problems we have had. We don't even want to start to explain what happened to our truck about an hour before the game started, but we are using the Dodger video, and Kruk and I are on stick mics up here in the Giants broadcast booth as Bradley on the first pitch singles up the middle. So trying to work everything out. Bear with us, and hopefully we get things squared away at some point during this ball game.
Now, one thing you know about Jason Schmidt, when you go up and take your at bat, you know he's going to throw strikes. He's always around the plate. The guy who last year had 251 strikeouts against just 77 walks. So for a guy like Milton Bradley, who's aggressive on the first pitch, get up there hacking. It just paid off for him. Saw Derek Lowe getting some ultrasound on his leg where he was hit by the ground ball off the bat of Ray Durham to start the game.
Runner goes. Valentin fouls it off the screen. Jose Valentin last year in the American League. Well, let's concentrate on the home runs first. 30.
That's impressive.
And we'll concentrate on the RBIs next. 70.
Well, I mean, he had to be leading off a lot of innings or leading off a lot of games, but the 216, that batting average not good, and even worse is his on-base percentage last year at 287. But he's got some power.
Outside to Valentin.
And right now, I think Jason Schmidt's trying to be a little too fine with that changeup.
Valentin also struck out 139 times last year. But they're trying. Dodgers are trying to pick up some power after losing Beltre. And that's fouled at the plate. Also lost Finley. Also lost Sean Green. Well, they didn't lose them. They did lose Finley. They traded Green. Beltre was a free agent.
Alex Cora gone.
Alex Cora. Jason Worth is on the DL. 1-2 to Valentin. And now Schmidt checks on Bradley. Top of the second. Schmidt gave up a leadoff home run to Cesar Izturis. It's the first time Izturis had ever led a game off with a home run. Very high. 2-2.
If you were to define the type of pitcher that Schmidt is, he's a strikeout fly ball guy. One thing he wants to do this year, he wants to start throwing a few more pitches that have downward break on them to try and get more ground balls in situations like this.
Got him.
High fastball above the letters. That's a pitch that he'll get a lot of swing throughs with, especially a guy like Valentin who will take his strikeouts. Just a power fastball, and it just seems like it accelerates with velocity once it gets up above the strike zone. Jose Valentin grabs some pine meat.
Here's Ricky Leday. And something Ricky Leday couldn't do in a Giants.
And he promptly grounds one into right field. The ball's going to die on the grass. Huge difference. Strike one pitch is grounded foul. So the veteran who played with the Dodgers, and of course that's when we really found out what a good guy he is. Up here now with a count 0-2. Well, Grissom, who is amazing, maybe not as amazing as Steve Finley, but nevertheless at his age, 37. He'll be 38 on the 17th of April, and he's a remarkable athlete still. 0-2 the count. Marquise takes strike 3 call. So Felice was frozen. Grissom is frozen. I think what got Marquise more than anything else was the location of the pitch. When Derek Lowe is out there, everything is down around the knees, and that looked like it was going to be a little high and outside, and it just seemed to move down. Got the zone, and down goes Grissom. Now the veteran catcher, Mike Matheny, 34 years old, and he holds up on a slow breaking ball that's off the plate, only 80 miles an hour. Matheny was always one of Tony La Russa's favorite players. He is a heady catcher, to say the least. The 1-0 pitch is swung on, a fly ball to straightaway center, waiting for Bradley's glove, and finds it, and that's it. So no runs, an infield single, a man left, and at the end of 2, Dodgers 2, Giants.
Well, we're back at SBC Park. Dwayne Kuiper, Mike Krukow. We do have some better news. The news is we have a picture for you, and we have our headsets on, and we're about to bring you a big league baseball game under what we would call normal conditions for us.
Getting close.
So
getting close.
Thanks for hanging in there after all the technical problems that we suffered through, both you as viewers at home and for us here at the ballpark. 2-0 Dodgers, as Cesar Izturis will lead it off. Izturis hit a home run in the first inning that led off the ball game, and then later on Jason Phillips in the second knocked in a run with a sacrifice fly. There's a strike, and it's 0-2.
Good curveball from Schmidt. I think that may be one of the things that Dave Righetti talked to Schmidt about during the break, the bottom half of the inning. Start establishing that curveball. We haven't seen a whole lot of them so far. It's been fastball, changeups. That last pitch from Schmidt, number 34 on the day.
1-2. Hee-Seop Choi to follow. Schmidt with a couple of strikeouts, and Izturis out on strikes.
Change up in a 1-2 count, had lots of movement running away from the left-handed hitting Izturis. And for the first time today, Jason Schmidt gets out the leadoff hitter, and that is huge. Big movement, just drive and just movement that just runs away from the lefty. Real defensive hack there from Izturis, not much behind it.
Choi hits one to right field. Alou spun around. Now he's underneath it, and he makes the catch. 2 outs.
Dodgers very aggressive on that first pitch. They have been hacking.
Drew hit a fly ball to center field in the first inning. And it's low. 1 ball to no strikes. Jerry Davis behind home plate. Durham gets the grass cutter, and a quick inning for Schmidt. Giants are coming in. Schmidt will lead things off. We're back. Woohoo! 2-0 Dodgers. Schmidt takes a strike as Schmidt will lead things off here in the home half of the third inning. 2-0 Dodgers. Durham to follow, and then Vizquel. Schmidt rolls it foul, and it's 0-2. So on a day where these two teams open up, Dodgers of course won the West last year. Giants 2 games behind, and the two hook up to start out the season. 1-2. Got him. And for Lowe, that's his 3rd strikeout. He got Feliz and Grissom looking in the second.
Yeah, the first time through the lineup, Derek Lowe has definitely established his breaking ball. I think the Giants had been expecting a few more changeups off of the sinker, but from Derek Lowe, I mean, he had a good breaking ball out of the pen. He took it right into the game, and it was a good pitch the first time through the lineup for him.
Durham hit one off of the shin bone of Lowe, a comebacker. It carried him to Hee-Seop Choi at first, and in a very close play, Choi beat Durham to the bag. And Durham gets whacked right on the back of the leg. So here's Omar Vizquel. Vizquel grounded out to second in the first. Valentin will play in on the grass at third. And Vizquel takes a pitch wide, 1-0.
Well, and one thing you have to do with Derek Lowe on the hill, you have to employ a running game. Last year he was the worst in all of baseball in holding runners on. There was 34 stolen bases against him. Now He's got a couple things going against him. One, 6 foot 6 inches. He takes a long time to get rid of the ball.
One and 0. Durham goes. Vizquel takes high. Throw down to second. Got him. So Jason Phillips guns down Durham. And now there are 2 outs.
Really not a bad jump, and you look at the type of pitch that he had to run off of. You're thinking everything is in favor of Durham, but somewhere between first and second. Like to me, I don't think that was a straight steal, Kite. The way that he looks in, that may have been a missed sign.
May have been a hit and run.
A straight steal, usually guys just lower that head and go, because he was not digging 100%, and he was out by a bunch, even on a breaking ball, a good pitch to steal on.
That's a fair ball. That'll kick away from J.D. Drew, and Vizquel's got a double. Vizquel at second base with his first hit.
And I really think most of his strength from the left side, Kite, is middle in. They wanted to set up a low knee-high locator in the outside corner, and they left it out at the belt middle in, and he just spinned on it and raked it right past Hee-Seop Choi for a 2-bagger. You know, for the most part, Omar Vizquel, if you're going to describe him from left-hand side, he's kind of slappy, but middle in, he's got some pop.
Here's Snow. Snow takes low and in for a ball.
And here's where JT Snow makes you work. You're out there on the hill. You got a 2-0 lead. You got a runner in score position, 2 outs. You got an open first base, so you're going to corner pitch a guy. And when you have a patient hitter with a good eye like Snow, who's going to make you work, it's not an easy guy to pitch to. Ooh, breaking ball. Eric Lowe's looking into Jerry Davis saying, where was that? Jerry Davis is not one of your better breaking ball umpires. I used to throw to him, to Bob Brindley with Jerry Davis behind the plate. We used to tap him on the foot, let him know it was coming. I think you could surprise him with it.
3-0 with a Lou to follow. And the walk.
Good at bat. A JT Snow special. And that sets it up for their RBI guy, Moises Alou.
For Lowe, his first walk, Alou saw 1 pitch and grounded out to Izturis to end the first inning.
Well, you're going to say that a lot about Moises Alou. He is a very aggressive hitter. He likes the first pitch. Saw him in the series against the Oakland A's to end spring training. Games played here at SBC Park. Had a first pitch fastball double. Next at bat, had a first pitch breaking ball home run. And when he's locked, he didn't care what you throw him. Fastball, changeup, breaking ball, he can hit it.
Too far outside and low. 1 ball and no strikes. Pedro Feliz to follow. Vizquel, a 2-out double. JT Snow, a walk. 2-0 Dodgers. Home half of the 3rd inning. Moises Alou started, stopped, and then took a healthy rip.
Kind of a bin-arm hack. Bin-arm hack on a high-hanging breaking ball. Yep. I think that breaking ball actually backed up. It turned out to be a pretty good pitch. I've seen a lot of guys break their backs on and bats on hanging breaking balls.
1 ball and 1 strike. There's a bullet. Foul. Valentin is right on the line, so if he doesn't catch it, it's likely going to be foul.
Just not much strided out. Spread out wide, get down early. And a breaking ball that drops in the strike zone, and he smothered it. They're playing Moises Alou to pull, and they've got Valentin rather, about 3 steps off of the line at third base. Very pinched on the corner here.
1-2. Low, a bluff with Vizquel at second. Knocked down by Phillips. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2. 3-2. Now the runners will be on the move.
Now that was the pitch he wanted to end it all on. He did not want to get to the 3-2 count because now you start your runners. Breaking ball, a little teaser. He knows Alou's aggressive. When Alou's not swinging well, he'll fish after a slider down the dirt off the plate away. He saw that one early, an easy take. Now the advantage changes to the hitter. Lowe has to throw a strike.
Runners go. Swing and a pop-up. Is Torres, will battle the sun, and he makes the catch. Inning over. No runs, a hit, a walk. Jeff Kent will lead things off for the Dodgers. 2-0 LA.
Giants baseball is brought to you in part by Quikrete Cement and Concrete Products, celebrating opening day of baseball and the do-it-yourself season.
Second time up for Jeff Kent. He hit a fly ball to center field in the first. 2-0 Dodgers. Schmidt gave up a run in the first on the Izturis home run, and a couple of singles and a sacrifice fly. Run number 2 for LA in the second inning. So here's Kent. It'll be Kent, Bradley, and Valentin. First pitch is high to Jeff Kent. Dodgers last year 93-69. 2-0.
Couple off speed pitches. Break a ball 1-0. Change up 2-0. Still trying to be a little too fine, I think, in the fastball count throwing the changeup. He doesn't have to pitch to a corner in that count. Not with that pitch.
3-0. Good look at a full house here at SBC Park. The opener. Kent on a 3-0 pitch rolls it foul.
I think he's one of the better 3-0 guys around. He's got such great discipline to the strike zone. He can concentrate on a pitch, on a location, and stay on it. And if it's not there, he will not offer. But if you come into it, he's going to flail. And you know that he wants to put some numbers up in this series, given the round of boos that he got when he was announced coming out to the line to start this game.
Late call strike. 3-2.
Now this is one that favors the pitcher right here. A little delay. Jerry Davis not going early. Hitters hate that.
And that one got away from Schmidt, so Kent will take the walk.
Now the changeup really has been elusive to the feel of Jason Schmidt today. He's thrown a few good ones, but more off. He has not gotten it in the strike zone. And normally the 3-2 change is a bread and butter pitch for him. And he tried to throw it here, 3-2 to Kent, wasn't close with it. I think it's just a matter of too much arm speed, too pumped up on opening day.
Bradley singled up the middle on the first pitch in the second inning. Here he bluffs a bunt, and it's low and away, 1-0.
If there was another ball, we might see Dave Rigetti coming out to talk to him.
home run to lead off the first, a single to lead off the second. Then Schmidt struck out his Turris to lead off the third, and a leadoff walk here in the fourth. There's a strike.
You know, opening days are like playoff games. There's a lot of adrenaline, a lot of build-up around the game. And when you are constantly behind the count 1-0, you don't get that first guy out to start off an inning, you really dig yourself a hole. It's very difficult because you just don't ever seem to get into that comfortable rhythm. I mean, every situation seems to be stressed because you're in your stretch.
Snow holding Kent. And a strike. 2-2.
And I mentioned earlier, this is the second starting opening day assignment for Jason Schmidt. The other one he had when he was a member of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And it takes a while to get used to this start. I know I had 3 in my career. The very first time I attempted it in 1983, I didn't get out of the second inning. I was all messed up.
Kent goes. Bradley swings and misses. Throw down to second. And stealing it is Kent.
A huge jump. Boy, he had 3 steps to a steal there. I mean, that base totally stolen off of Schmidt. Schmidt concentrating on the 2-strike count with the changeup, made a great pitch to get the strikeout on Milton Bradley, but it cost him 90 feet. Our Chevron top-tier player, Jason Schmidt, since 2003, 35-12. Look at the ERA, 2.796 shutouts, and the opposing hitters have hit .201 against him. Great numbers.
Nice play by Matheny with Valentin at the plate.
You know, Valentin, we talked about his numbers too earlier, Kai. 216 average, 30 homers. Just a dangerous hitter. Kind of guy you just don't want to make mistakes to. You make good pitches, more often than not, you're going to get them out. The 216 batting average will attest to that, but you make mistakes and he'll hurt you. 30 home runs will explain that.
Moises Alou into deep right center field. He will make the catch. Kent will tag and go to third. And Ricky Leday will hit with 2 outs and a runner at third.
Ricky Leday likes that first pitch.
Ricky Leday saw one pitch and singled it into right field. And it's low for a ball, 1-0. There's Kent. How miserable was it for Leday when he put on a Giants uniform last year? 6 for 53.
That's miserable. Never really hit the comfort zone with the Giants uniform on.
Blocked by Matheny. 3-0. Leday had come to the Giants after hitting .285 with the Phillies. He just never got comfortable in a Giants uniform. Never. Three and 1. And it got to the point where Tony Torquato started to get Leday's normal at bats when it came to Felipe Alou using pinch hitters coming off the bench. Durham out. Alou in. Side retired. Marquise Grissom will lead things off.
Giants baseball is brought to you by Aflac. Ask about it at work. By Chevron with Techron, the first gasoline to be designated top tier by leading automakers. By Corona, miles away from ordinary. And by Southwest Airlines, non-stop service to over 59 destinations all across the country. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom.
Dodgers leading 2-0. The 0-1 pitch to Pedro Feliz is low to even the count. Derek Lowe, Jason Schmidt, and right now Lowe is out pitching Schmidt. Up the middle and a base hit. And for the Giants, that's their first leadoff base runner in this game.
Now we'll see how Derek Lowe handles it.
Ricardo Alfonso picked up an infield hit in the second. So Feliz aboard. Swing and a miss. Alfonso looked like he was taking a shot at right field.
No, I agree. Right side the infield open up with Hee-Seop Choi holding on Pedro Feliz at first. You got a whole wide open shot right there, and Edgardo Alfonso, a real good bat control hitter.
Hit deep to left. Back. Leday. Game tied.
A thinner Edgardo Alfonso lost 15 pounds in the offseason, and the results have been quicker hips. And when you have a fastball like Derek Lowe has that will move hard into a right-hander, you need to open up and you need to cover down and in, and he does just that. Drops the head and he line drives it right out of here. First home run for the Giants in 2005, and it ties the game.
Here's Grissom. Grissom fouls it back.
Been really a good adjustment that the Giants have made the second time through the lineup. They have not made it easy on Lowe. They're all getting good balanced swings on him. Boy, the first time they got a leadoff runner on, boom, they capitalize on it.
2-1. Mike Matheny to follow. So Alfonso, who hit 11 home runs last year, hits one out on opening day.
And that swing of the bat does a lot, not just tie the game.
High to left, but in the park. Leday glasses down, makes the catch.
That swing of the bat assures that the pitcher's going to hit this inning, and that's important.
Giants fans, be sure to stay tuned for a special sneak peek at the upcoming film Fever Pitch at the end of the 6th inning. Check it out. Matheny takes a strike.
I'm kind of anxious to see that movie, Fever Pitch.
You're not in it, are you?
No. They had to rewrite the ending. They originally had it written where the Boston Red Sox were going to lose again and the curse was going to continue. But as they started to win, they had to do a rewrite.
Well, I'd like them to rewrite my ending of my career.
Would you give yourself another home run?
No. So we are here at SBC Park. Mike Krukow and Dwayne Kuiper, certainly glad you joined us. You know what? I'll keep my ending the same. It is what it is.
It was a home run.
No.
You got one home run.
You know, one's enough. Anything more than that, they expected it.
Well, I think you got more out of your one home run than Babe Ruth got out of his 714.
Maybe. Maybe. 1-1 to Schmidt.
But I smile every time I see Steve Stone, the pitcher that gave it up to you.
On the ground, foul. Unfortunately, he doesn't smile.
That's why I smile. Oh,
he's smiling.
There's Fonzie. Home run, 2 RBIs to tie the score. That'll make everybody in the bullpen and the dugout smile.
And Schmidt out on strikes to end the inning. Giants tie it up. A single and a home run. Edgardo Alfonzo launches it to left. And when they go, it's bye-bye, baby. It's 2-2. Dodgers 2, Giants 2. Here's our Barry Bonds home run history, brought to you by your local Chevy dealers. Well, it happened on this date in 2002. Barry Bonds, opening day, a walk-off big fly. And that's how it ended, and we remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah, that was fun.
Is that Alan Embry?
It was Alan Embry. Now with the Boston Red Sox.
Here's Jason Phillips. Phillips, a sacrifice fly in the second. Vizquel behind the bag will take his time. Is he going to be fun to watch?
Well, he's smooth, and what's unbelievable about the guy is how much range he has to both sides, right and left. I mean, he gets to this, and it's just routine. Relaxed, all the time in the world. Shoot him down. See ya.
Here's Derek Lowe. The history of Venezuelan shortstops is a terrific history. Out of play down the right field line. My first year in winter baseball in Venezuela, some team somehow talked Luis Aparicio out of retirement. So I had a chance to play against Aparicio, and he was like playing on no legs at that particular time. But Aparicio, then Concepcion. High to low, 2-1.
Well, Dave Concepcion is one of the smartest players I ever played against. Just the way he read hitters, read pitcher types.
Shallow right field from Moises Alou. 2 outs.
Well, time now for our Aflac trivia question. And the question today, can you name the opening day outfield for the 1962 Giants?
Aflac. I can't.
Come on. You get a couple of them, can you?
Yeah. His Tourist homered in the first, struck out in the third. Takes a strike. All right, I'm going to go with Mays in center, Felipe in right, and if I wanted to cheat, I'd go right to the Prescott. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to say Orlando in left. Durham can't get it. That's a base hit. No, I'm going to say McCovey in left. I'm going to say Orlando is at first.
Okay. It's a pretty good guess.
But not the correct one.
I don't know.
So either you're in on me with this one or you're not.
Well, I'm in with you on Mays and Felipe. I don't think your left fielder is a bad guess at all. Situation here where if you're a base stealer, and his Tourist is, he had 25 bags stolen last year, caught 9 times, but a 2-out single, I mean, it's almost mandatory. He's got to take a shot to try and go.
Swing and a miss. Chuck Choi going for the water.
count important. Now, if you want, pitch out. Not a really good count to try and steal on if you're Izturis because of the pitch out threat.
Good spot. Nothing in 2.
Counting him in. When Hee-Seop Choi first checked into the big leagues, I mean, he just got pounded in. Why? Well, he's 6'5". And to his credit, he has taken swing out. He has got a much more compact hack than he did before.
That'll do it. Hee-Seop Choi out on strikes. 2-2 ball game as Ray Durham will lead things off, and Durham takes a strike. Durham hit a comebacker that ricocheted off of low right to Hee-Seop Choi at first and was retired, and then hit by a pitch in the 3rd. Durham's got a base hit. Solid single over Kent.
Now they tried to climb the ladder. A first pitch breaking ball to steal strike 1. Then they tried to go above the hands with a fastball. You see the high target there from Phillips, and he just smothers it. That's the pitch he intended. He may have caught a little bit too much plate, but nevertheless, they wanted the high fastball, and Durham just beat it. Again, low in the stretch, very quickly. Did not get the leadoff hitter out.
Here's Vizquel, who doubled in the 3rd. Bullpen activity for the Dodgers. DJ Holton. And a strike. Vizquel unhappy with himself. I think, Mike, you talked about Vizquel liking the pitch middle in as a left-handed hitter. And a lot of left-handed hitters with his style, you know, punch the ball here and there. They really can't pull the ball a lot. Well, he may be the exception, and with a runner on first, he can hit that hole.
Well, he is slappy to the outside part of the plate. You keep throwing sink that runs away from on the outside corner, he'll go to left field with you, and he'll do it well. But I agree with you, man. You throw something soft, even something hard down and in, he'll hit it.
Hit and run is on, and it's into right field, a base hit. So Vizquel does exactly that.
Down and in, a hit and run. He gets a real good pitch to work with. They set up in the outside corner. This pitch is away from the intended target, and he burns the defense. Choi is playing even with a bag. He doesn't have a lot of range, and it just costs them a 1st and 3rd nobody out situation. And here comes the 3-4-5. Smart hitter.
Snow is singled and walked. And a strike right on the inside corner. Another.
Last pitch from Derek Lowe, number 70. Sinker ballers are usually pretty obvious as to when they tire, because their pitch will start to elevate. They'll start getting around the belt instead of down around the knees.
Vizquel goes. That's a stolen base.
Well, he almost could have stole that standing up. What a jump. We mentioned the handicap that Derek Lowe straps on a catcher. You don't get much chance, but look at this jump. Wow. Almost halfway there before it gets to the catcher.
Vizquel had 19 last year with the Indians.
That's a big play, because now it takes the force out. The double play isn't going to haunt him.
Snow hits it foul. Juaner Sanchez has now replaced Holton down in the bullpen. Snow pops it up. In foul territory is Valentine, and he makes the catch. Giants baseball is brought to you in part by KFC. Right now at KFC, get a big 10-piece bucket of chicken, all golden, juicy legs and thighs for just $7.99. $7.99 for 10 delicious legs and thighs now at KFC. Here's Alou. Alou pops it up. Isop Choi in the coaching box makes the catch. So Snow couldn't do it, Alou couldn't do it, and they're going to leave it up to Pedro Feliz.
Well, maybe. Jim Tracy has the opportunity now to pick as to who he wants to face. Feliz's last at bat, he got a base hit up the middle off of Derek Lowe, but the guy on deck, Alfonso, hit a 2-run shot to tie this game. At the very least, Lowe should corner pitch here with an open first base. He doesn't have to give in to him.
On the ground to third. Valentin has it, and that'll end the inning. So Derek Lowe getting out of a jam with runners at second and third and nobody out.
Now the Dodgers series is sold out, but the Giants' first weekend series against the Colorado Rockies is not. You can get ready for another exciting season of Giants baseball, and you can come see the Rocks this weekend. Great seats are still available for all 3 games, including the weekend day games on Saturday and Sunday, April 9th and 10th. So go online now to sfgiants.com or call 510-762-BALL and get some tickets.
Here's J.D. Drew, and he swings and misses. No balls and 1 strike.
How about the Rockies yesterday? Did you see that ball game?
Did watch switch from game to game, but that one had quite an interesting ending.
I mean, typical Coors Field ball game. Final score was 12-10, but the Rockies scored 4 runs in the 9th to win that game, and they scored them off of Trevor Hoffman. Wow. And you may not recognize a lot of the Colorado Rockies, but they can hit. A lot of young hitters. You also remember Dustin Moore. He's playing right field now for the Colorado Rockies.
1 ball and 1 strike to Drew.
J.D. Drew is our professional grade, brought to you by GMC Trucks. Career against Jason Schmidt, 158, 3 for 19 with 9 strikeouts.
That's foul.
And with that, he hits one in the water. Wow, almost the broadcaster's jinx there. And what it was a long strike.
2 and 2.
Thank you, very nice. This guy can play, though. He's got the whole package. He can hit with power, he can run, he's got center field range, and he's got one of the better arms in the league. That is a 5-tool player.
3 and 2.
Now here's a situation where Schmidt loves to throw the changeup. 3-2. Last couple of innings, he's starting to get a better feel of it.
Yes, he went around.
Went with the changeup, and he got J.D. Drew to break the plane, and it goes as a swing and strikeout. Did he hold up? Nah. See ya.
Here's Kent. Kent is flied out, and he's drawn a walk. 2-2, 6th inning. Strike, and it's 0-1.
Good knee-high location to steal an 0-1 edge. And last pitch for Schmidt, number 75 on the day.
Came back and missed inside to even the count. Four hits for the Dodgers, 7 hits for the Giants. And a disappointing bottom of the 5th for the Giants. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. Snow and Alou pop out, and Feliz grounds out.
I think right now for Schmidt, it's easier for him to throw the changeup in the stretch than it is out of the windup. That last pitch, not even close.
So I guess if you're throwing your fastball out of your windup and you throw the changeup out of the stretch, that would be tipping your pitches.
Yeah. I just think he's a little more compact out of the stretch, and he's in a better position with getting his arm up to throw the changeup. Because if you look at where he's missing out of the windup, it's always down low. And I mean, he's one-hopping Matheny a lot. But yet, last inning, he threw some dandies out of the stretch.
There's a young man who came up with the last foul ball. Payoff to Kent. Well, I said Kent looked strange last year in an Astros uniform. I'm not even going to tell you what he looks like in a Dodger uniform. That will take a little time to get used to. 3-2. Got him.
Changeup. Well, that's about as good as he can throw it right there. And you've got to throw a pearl if you're going to get Kent on a swing through 3-2 change. Wow. I'm not sure if there's a guy in the league can hit that pitch. That is his best 3-2 changeup he's throwing all day long. Strikeout number 7.
Bradley swings and misses. No balls and 1 strike. Well, you mentioned it early. Schmidt mentioned it all spring about trying to get the feel. And he's really not one ever to tell you that he's feeling good.
Now, even when he throws a one-hitter, he's still ticked off about an 0-2, ball that he threw or something. He's really hard on himself. It just
didn't feel right out there.
Dave Righetti talks about it all the time. He thinks he's too hard on himself.
One and 2 to Bradley.
Another change in Bradley is not picking that off-speed pitch up well at all. Well, he's throwing 3 pitches, 3 off-speed pitches. He's got him set up to power his hands on with a fastball if he wanted to, and he will climb the ladder. Good idea, fastball up, and he can go right back to another changeup down low. Chances are he'll swing right through it. Right here with a guy this aggressive, in this count, you really don't have to throw a strike yet. But it's got to be a little more enticing than that.
So Schmidt a new baseball as he goes to the rosin bag off the back of the mound. 3-2 to Bradley. Got him. Strikes out the side. He's got 4 in a row, 8 total. It'll be Alfonso, Grissom, and Matheny coming up. Two to 2 ball game. Giants half of the 6th inning. Derek Lowe to face Edgardo Alfonso. Alfonso goes the other way, and J.D. Drew got a nice jump on it to make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Well, as J.D. Drew throws the ball back into the infield, it allows us time to ask and answer our Aflac trivia question. The question today: can you name the opening day outfield for the 1962 Giants? Well, we got Mays and Lou right, but we weren't even close. Harvey Keene was in left field.
See, I half expected you to say, but Kipe wasn't very close at all.
No, I agree with you.
So you at least put me in the same category. First strike. Tom Lasorda's here, making a dinner reservation for tonight.
Yeah, that or he's talking to that guy behind him.
You just turn around.
No. Hey, how you doing? I'm fine, Tom. How's things going with you?
No good restaurant. No. I figured Tommy'd have some type of blue on, wouldn't you?
He bleeds that stuff.
Poked at and lined softly to Kent.
Well, it's opening week at SBC Park, and the festivities continue with a fireworks show on opening night, brought to you by Diamond of California. Tomorrow night, April 6th, the Giants continue their series with the Dodgers. The game starts at 7:05 with a special fireworks show following the game. Call 510-762-BALL, or you can go online to sfgiants.com.
Fireworks tomorrow night. Matheny 0 for 2. The game is sold out, and really we just kind of gave you those numbers for the Rockies series, but the game is sold out tomorrow night, and if you're coming out, you can enjoy the fireworks. One and one to Mike Matheny. Off the end of the bat, 5. Catch that, young man, and a young Giants fan as a souvenir. Mom's taking pictures.
A lot of orange and black in the ballpark today. Everybody's got their colors on.
There's Torres to Choi, and Lowe with a 1-2-3 inning. Jason Schmidt struck out the side in the 6th. And it'll be Jose Valentin to lead things off. 7th inning, a 2-2 ball game. Here's our Bank of America game reset. In the 6th inning, he struck out the side.
Now the 3-4-5 guys. You got J.D. Drew on a changeup. You got Jeff Kent on a changeup, and you got Milton Bradley on a changeup. Schmidt on the day, 8 strikeouts. And every inning he continues to pitch, the sharper he has looked. And you see his numbers: 4 hits allowed, 1 walk against 8 punch-outs. He has struck out the last 4 hitters.
Jose Valentin will lead it off. He struck out in the 2nd. Hit a fly ball to Alou in right field in the 4th. On deck is Ricky Leday and then Jason Phillips. 1 ball and no strikes.
Schmidt has been pretty stingy with the number of pitches he's thrown. That last one, 88. As he nears the century mark, I would imagine this would probably be his last inning. It's rare to see a guy get out past 100 pitches in his first start of the season.
Three 3-0 to Jose Valentin. And a strike.
Good location on the 3-0. Valentin definitely one of those guys you would turn loose on 3-0, and Jim Tracy will do that with guys who's got pop, and Valentin has pop.
Sky down the right field line, and that'll be a souvenir. And now it's 3-2 to Jose Valentin.
Yeah, Valentin's slapping himself on the top of the head on that 3-1 fastball. He thought he should have done a little bit more of that pitch.
Schmidt only his second walk. And here's Ricky Leday. And Brower starts to head down to the bullpen.
Man of the hour, Jim Brower, with his first Red Alert of the year.
Foul. Right past JT Snow. Ricky Leday trying to do the same thing he did in the second inning, and that's pull one past Snow. Scott Ayers joined Jim Brower. 94 pitches now for Schmidt. Leday may have just realized that his bat is broken.
Short sleeve crowd, lazy sunny day here, opening day. Could not have been better conditions to start the baseball season here in the Bay Area.
64 degrees with lots of sunshine. 0-1 to Ricky Leday. High, 1 ball and 1 strike. Very clear. You can see over to the Ace Bay. Berkeley Hills, part of downtown Oakland, is the big scoreboard in center field, blocks off most of it from our view.
Valentine had 8 stolen bags last year, was thrown out 6 times, but you have to pay attention to him. He will walk into a lead. You have to make him stop over at first base.
Two balls and 1 strike. Runner goes. Leday gets a little pop-up behind third. Alfonso's going to make the catch. It's not an easy play for Edgardo Alfonso.
No, nothing hit in the air to the left side of the field right now is an easy play. And for Alfonso going back, he's looking over his shoulder and he's looking right back into the sun. You can see the shadow is going out this way, and that's the direction he had to go look up into. Definitely a sunglasses day right now. Well, here's a look at what's on tap, brought to you by Corona. Tomorrow the Giants will take on the Dodgers. They'll play the Dodgers through Thursday, and then the Colorado Rockies come to town. Check out the action on FSN tomorrow night, then KTVU Thursday and Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday it'll be 1 o'clock start times. You'll see the games on FSN. Join us if you would. That's Corona's What's on Tap.
Here's Phillips. Looks to me like we'll be busy.
Yep, good. Feels good. I'm so glad to do a game that counts. I can't hardly stand it.
Well, it was fun reading box scores that counted today.
Yeah, it was.
Phillips, a sacrifice fly in the second, a ground ball to Vizquel in the 5th. Schmidt would take that ground ball to Vizquel right now. Schmidt will lead off the home half of the 7th inning. On a check swing, that's lifted into the club level.
Right to a guy that had brought his glove.
Really?
And snagged it.
Valentine, by the way, was starting to inch off a little bit more. Let's see if he takes on. He does not. Popped him up. Snow will go over. Snow will visit with the fans, and it's out of play.
It's over there where Tommy Lasorda is enjoying the game. I'm glad he got it. There's the old Dodger skipper. Yeah, you're right. He should be wearing something blue.
Our scoreboard guys had him on in between innings, and on the jumbotron they placed the Giants hat on top of his head. Got him. And I might add that although everyone here thought it was quite humorous, Tommy wasn't playing that game. He's kind of playing the moving target deal. Well, Lucille is messing with Tommy will drop a right hook on Lucille.
Yeah, same body shape.
Derek Lowe is at the plate. Alou's coming in. Side retired. So Schmidt will lead things off, or maybe we'll see what Felipe Alou does. It's 2-2.
Two tie. We're in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Reminder to bring the whole family out to the ball game on Saturday, April 9th for Coca-Cola Safeway Kids Opening Day. Good tickets for the Saturday game with the Rockies are available. And the first 10,000 kids will receive Giants player magnets courtesy of Coca-Cola and Safeway. If you're 14 years or younger, you also may just live out your baseball dreams on April 9th. Get once-in-a-lifetime prize experiences, include a pregame field visit for you and your family. You get to announce the starting lineups. You can be a Nestle's junior announcer, plus many more things. How do you win? Just tell us in 100 words or less why you should be chosen to live out your fantasy. Send us a letter to Kids Opening Day, SBC Park, San Francisco 94107, and get your tickets for the Saturday Rockies game now.
2-2. Michael Tucker pinch hitting for Schmidt. First pitch breaking ball strike. No balls and 1 strike. Mike mentioned earlier in the telecast that Tucker had some success lifetime against Derek Lowe. He's going to use that right now to try to get things started for the Giants here in the 7th.
Tucker 5 for 15 lifetime against Derek Lowe. A good day for Jason Schmidt, and really when you consider the way the day started, the first guy he faced, Turris, took him deep. He came back nicely, went 7 strong for the Giants, threw 101 pitches in 7 innings, 9 punch outs, 4 hits allowed. A quality start, and did what you're supposed to do if you're a starter, give your team a chance to win.
Low and away to Tucker, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And now a full count.
Good hook right there. That's a darn good 2-2 pitch.
It's probably one where Derek Lowe's thinking, I knew he was going to swing at that.
Well, that's exactly what you're thinking. You're thinking, how could he take that?
And a base hit to right field. So that's how the 7th inning gets started. He threw him another hook.
Well, it's a get it in situation on the 3-2. He had to raise his sights a bit with the breaking ball, and when he does, Michael Tucker, as we mentioned, sees Derek Lowe well. Waits, bang. Nice 2-strike at bat. And that's how you want to start things off as a pinch hitter. If you're leading, get us on base.
Ray Durham, 1 for 2, hit by a pitch. And a strike. Durham showed bunt, and then thought that that pitch might have been low and in. No balls and 1 strike.
But remember now, Derek Lowe does not do a good job of holding a runner on. Michael Tucker's got base stealing speed. You got a good contact hitter up there. I'm surprised if they don't put on play right here.
Durham now finds himself behind in the count. 0-2.
I swear, I play you guys that I would bet money that they bunted 2 balls foul just so they get a chance to swing the bat in an AB.
We saw Livan Hernandez, I think, do that once or twice. 0-2. Out of play. Lonnie Robinson might have done it a few times.
Yeah, well, I know he did it. He'd tell you he's going to do it.
Derek Lowe starting out the 7th by giving up a base hit to Tucker. Is Torres, maybe a pair, gets rid of it to Kent, but not in time as Durham beat it out as Tucker went in hard and Kent still got rid of it.
Michael Tucker is one of the most aggressive base runners the Giants had, breaking up a double play opportunity. I mean, he will lay a lick on you, and he goes after Kent hard. And remember, Jeff Kent is one of those guys that is not afraid of contact. He will hang in there. That's good, hard, clean baseball right there, folks. Tries to use the bag to protect himself. Michael Tucker goes right over it, lays a lick on him.
Here's Vizquel. Vizquel has a couple of hits. Vizquel coming into this game was 4 for 20 lifetime against Derek Lowe. Vizquel and Durham had the most at bats lifetime against Derek Lowe. Just inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Not really just inside. It was one where it almost hit Vizquel. Two and 0. 3-0.
Last pitch from Lowe, number 97. He's hovering around the century mark. He does not want to give up a free pass here.
And he does.
That's a mistake. Now you just put the runner in scoring position for free.
After all that work to keep Durham from sacrificing the runner to second. You're right, he moves him down there by way of the walk.
It's going to bring out Jim Coburn, the Dodger pitching coach, and he is a good pitching coach. Former 20-game winner. Like Jim Coburn, you say, hey, what's so-and-so throw? I don't know, you know, fastball. He won't tell what his pitcher throws, because what happens is if people look at it from the side or from behind, they'll define that pitch, and sometimes they'll call it a wrong pitch, and they'll give a guy a pitch he didn't even have. Scout will say, yeah, he's got a split finger fastball when he doesn't have it. Just that his changeup may look that way. So Jim Coburn theorizes, why should I take away any doubt if I can create a pitch for free for a guy? I keep my mouth shut. So he does just that.
You don't ask him.
Oh, he'll tell me.
Yeah, he will tell. Well, he told me today that Derek Lowe's knuckleball was working well in spring training. So obviously he'll tell you, but not me.
Well, you're not in the club. You didn't wear a toe plate.
JT Snow, a single, a walk, and a pop-up. Choi will go to the bag and get Snow. Both runners will move up. Second and third with 2 outs. This is the same spot Alou was in the 5th inning. However, there was only 1 out. Will be the third straight at bat for Moises Alou where he's got runners in scoring position. That's a fair ball. Offline. Durham scores. Giants lead.
And the question mark that surrounded this Dodger team just got answered. Could they be as defensive as they were last year when they led all of baseball with the gloves? And Jose Valentin had plenty of time to get in front of this ball, and he just bobbles it. And a hurried throw became errant up the line, and they lose the 2-2 tie, and they are now trailing for the first time today.
And it is an error on Valentin, and now Feliz will hit with runners on first and third. Vizquel broke down the line at third, and Feliz waves at the first pitch and misses 0-1.
Last year the Dodgers had Adrian Beltre, who absolutely picked it clean at third base.
That was an out last year.
That was an out. Dodgers had the fewest amount of errors, and it wasn't even close around the league.
0-2. Well, if you're Pedro Feliz, it's likely you're going to see that pitch again in this at bat at some point. That'll end the inning. Giants pick up an unearned run. Schmidt's on the line for a win. If the Giants can hold the Dodgers, it's 3-2. Giants with a run in the seventh. They lead this one 3-2. Built for the road ahead, brought to you by your San Francisco Ford dealers. Tomorrow night, a pair of lefties. Odalis Perez against Kirk Reeder. A matchup of lefties right here at SBC Park, and it'll be on FSN Bay Area. Scott Ayers, the new pitcher for the Giants, facing Cesar Izturis. And with a one-run lead, it'll be Alfonso in at third and towards the line. Scott Ayers replaces Schmidt. 2-0. Very valuable last year to the Giants bullpen, Scott Ayers.
Indeed. In 83 games, ERA 4.10, 49 strikeouts in 52 2/3, and I think that's the one stat that stands out. Almost a strikeout an inning, a fastball, curveball, slider, changeup pitcher. He's got 4 good ones. Really, the same type of pitches you would see from a starter. You normally don't see a reliever come out. It's got 4 good quality pitches like Scott Ayers. It sets him apart from other lefties.
Down the right field line, and that's going to be out of play. By the way, we have some changes. Michael Tucker is now in right field. Moises Alou moves from right to left.
So it's in the hands of the bullpens now. Both starting pitchers pitch beautifully. And only an error has been the difference in this game.
Foul. By the way, with Pedro Feliz coming out of the game, that means the pitcher spot is the 5th hole in the lineup. The error made by Jose Valentin. Florida is leading Atlanta 7-0. That game is in the 5th inning. And the note on that is John Smoltz. I'm not sure if he got to the second or just barely made it to the second, but he was out of that game early.
John Smoltz coming out of the bullpen back into the starting rotation for the Braves. Opening day starter. And a rough start.
I think I saw a highlight of Juan Encarnacion hitting a grand slam in that one. 2-2 to Izturis. Another pop-up and another one out of the play. 1 2/3 they're telling us in the truck for Smoltz.
7 earnings and an inning and 2/3. It's a way to get your ERA jump started. That a bit. This is a pretty good battle going on right now. Scott Eyre and Cesar Izturis. Eyre does not want this at bat to go to 3-2.
This will be a long run for Tucker. And he's not going to get it, but Snow, what a great effort.
Well, I'll say, I can't believe JT Snow got even close to that ball as deep as it got down the right field line. And look at his head. Look at me. And he almost pulls this off. That'd have been the play of the year. I guess any play today is the play of the year.
I'm going to say, though, even if this were game 162, that would have been the play of the year.
This would have been amazing. Leaving a little skin down there on the tarmac.
2-2. Izturis led the ball game off with a home run into the arcade in right field.
And this is how Jason Schmidt's day started. Boop, home run. First time that he's ever started a game off with a home run. And certainly the first time he's ever done it in an opening day. If you're Jason Schmidt, you're thinking, oh, that's just great. What next?
Goes around Izturis. Matheny to Snow.
That was not an easy ball to block. Breaking ball out in front of home plate, and how Matheny kept this ball out in front of him, I don't know. Breaking ball. He hits off the plate, and he keeps it out in front. It's an easy play. How many times you've seen that thing go behind a catcher? For Matheny, an easy 2-3 assist.
Right.
Drop down those knees, cover up the hole between your legs, get soft upper body, go to the bare hand, chunk them out.
Picked up his target about 2 steps away from the baseball. Here's Antonio Perez, a pinch hitter for Hee-Seop Choi. First pitch strike.
Hammers a fastball right down the throat.
And the big guy is getting loose. You know who the big guy is, right?
There he is. Armando Benitez.
Two and one now to Perez. Benitez getting loose. Matheny, Snow. Snow in unfriendly territory. We'll watch this one hit the top of the dugout. Perez, by the way, last year got into 13 games, had 13 at bats, and went 3 for 13. Hit .296 in Las Vegas. And he's got some pop. He had 22 home runs. He had 88 RBIs, and he stole 22 bases. And judging by that last swing, he is not afraid to air it out. Two and two. Now it's a full count with J.D. Drew to follow. So a guy coming off the bench that's got a combination of some power and some speed, at least in the minor leagues.
Scott Ayers faced him once, so that'll make him a little more comfortable.
Foul out of play. Look out.
Perez grounded out the only time he ever faced Scott Ayers. But you get in a game like this, you're deep into a ball game. It's a one-run ball game, and they throw somebody out there that you don't know much about, especially a guy with pop. I mean, that's not a real comfortable guy you want to pitch to, just because you don't know if you may be thinking you're throwing a great pitch, but you may be feeding his power.
3-2. Out of play again.
Fastball born right on the inside corner of Perez.
17 pitches for Scott Eyre. And it's been his Turris and Perez that have been giving Scott Eyre a workout. Three and two.
Boy, another war. And that's what you want to do. If you're pinch hitting, you want to be a tough out. Well, Perez has accomplished that. Giovanni Carrera trying to get focused. He's likely to pitch the bottom of the 8th for the Dodgers.
Out of play. Scott Eyre's going to take a walk.
Well, not a bad time to go out there and gather your thoughts. I mean, every pitch that he has made in this at bat has been a quality pitch. He has not just gone up there and offered him a cripple. He has mixed up just about everything he has that's working right now. He's gone on the corners of both sides of the plate with a fastball, and Perez has hung tough.
Out of
a reach back velocity there, 94 to him on a fastball and at the knees, and Perez fouls it off.
You know, as a hitter, you start to feel pretty comfortable that the guy's going to come into the strike zone. Now, that doesn't mean that if you're out on the mound, you're thinking, if I bounce one here, he's probably going to swing it.
But you can't take that chance. 3-2.
You can't. Got him.
Outstanding battle won by Eyre. The last 5 pitches had been down around the knees, and he goes up high above the strike zone, and he gets him to chase. The letter high heater grabs some pine. Big out right there. Now he can go to the home run guys with nobody on base.
So the sight lines were changed. They just didn't go from down low. They went to up high.
Effective.
Drew is 0 for 3. No balls and 1 strike. Well, for our professional grade brought to you by GMC, we told you we'd keep an eye on J.D. Drew. Against Schmidt. A fly ball, a ground ball, and a strikeout. Snow has it, and Eyre gets 2 strikeouts and a ground ball. Giants are coming up here at SBC Park. It's a 1-run lead for San Francisco. Giants with a 3-2 lead here in the home half of the 8th inning. Great seats still available for all 3 games in the Rockies series. All the Dodger games are sold out. So check out the Friday night game, then Saturday and Sunday, the 9th and 10th. Go online to sfgiants.com or call this number. This should be a number you have by your telephone. 510-762-BALL. Giovanni Carrera to Edgardo Alfonzo, and there's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
Giovanni Carrera, 5-2, 2.18 ERA last year, 48 punch-outs and 53 2/3. And you're going to see a lot of junk from Carrera. Curveball, fastball now around 88, 90 with a little sink to it. There was a while there he'd be 94, 96, but not anymore. Now he has to finesse it, but he can do it with a breaking ball and a real good changeup.
Alfonzo pops it out of play. Grissom to follow, and then Matheny. Alfonso hits this one into right center field. Bradley on the move. Bradley dives. It's off his glove. Coming over to help was J.D. Drew, and that's a 2-bagger for Alfonso. Look, Bradley had a shot at that.
Well, I think he really did. The ball was slicing away from him. But even at that, Bradley, a pretty nice effort. Put some glove on it, just could not keep it in the web. But how about that for a 2-strike at bat, inside outing, a ball going the opposite way, finding the gap. Bradley with the glasses on, about an inch from catching that ball.
It was a terrific effort by Bradley. And now here's Grissom, who's going to do his best to get Alfonso to third. Gene Glenn, the third base coach, had gone down to say a word to Grissom. Grissom is 0 for 3. Very high, 1-0.
It's a big run out there, and Jim Tracy's going to do everything he can to try and prevent it from scoring. One of the guys on the Giants team I don't think is a real good situational hitter is Grissom. I think he's a guy who's better served to just go up there and hack. Not a great bat control guy. He has to flail.
And Grissom bunts it foul. Jeff Kent, by the way, is now at first. And Perez, who came in as a pinch hitter, is at second. So out of the game is, well, he was out of the game as Hee-Seop Choi, because that's who Perez pinch hit for. A ball and a strike to Grissom.
Strikeout situation.
Good bunt. Kent started to go. Carrera throws it by everybody, and here comes Alfonso. He's going to score. Grissom will go to second. So the defense again falters for the Dodgers. It's 4-2 Giants.
Be interesting to see how they score that, because it certainly is going to be a sacrifice at the very least, but they could rule this a base hit. But an outstanding job from Grissom, who does not have a reputation as a great bunter. A desperation barehander by Carrera throws wide of Antonio Perez, and it's open up the gates.
So Grissom ends up at second.
Now another bunt situation for Matheny.
Here's Matheny. Sacrifice error 1. Matheny is in the same spot now that Grissom was in, because he's got to try to get Grissom over to third.
Well, Matheny is a guy who can't handle a bat and can definitely hit a ball the outside of the field. But any ground ball on the ground to the right side of the field will get Grissom over to third.
Matheny fouls it back. 1 ball and 1 strike. By the way, 42,738 here at the ballpark this afternoon. A sellout. And we are certainly glad that everyone hung in there through our technical problems at the start of the ball game. And all of that might be an understatement. Our truck actually had a fire in it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Matheny takes a close pitch wide, 2-1.
Yeah, we want to tip our hat to the crew for really pulling a miracle out of their hat to get this broadcast up and running. And fortunately, nobody was hurt in the fire. But it definitely the last thing you want to see on opening day.
So Jim and Jeff and everybody else, way to go. 2 balls and 1 strike. Popped up out of play. It's now 2-2. And also, we thank the Dodgers. We used their video feed for a couple of innings. Two balls, 2 strikes. Tucker to follow. On the ground is short, where Izturis will check Grissom. And Matheny is out 6-3.
And a wasted out, a non-productive one. Michael Tucker started for home plate, and then he stopped, waiting for Jim Tracy, the Dodger skipper, to come out, and indeed he is, and he's going to make the change.
New pitcher coming in. It'll be a left-hander. It's a 4-2 lead for the Giants. We'll be back.
Time now for Carl's Jr. In Your Face for today's In Your Face. We go back 8th inning, 1 out. Antonio Perez in the box, an 11-pitch war, and Scott Air on a 3-2 fastball above the strike zone blows Perez away. A huge out. It allowed him to pitch to the dangerous J.D. Drew with nobody on base, and that is your grab some pine meat Carl's Jr. In Your Face. Woo-hoo!
Kelly Wunsch is the new pitcher, a left-hander. Pitched in only 3 games with the White Sox last year.
Yeah, this guy's funky. It just seems like everybody in the league's got a left-handed sidewinder, and this is the newest one in the National League.
Tucker swings and misses. No balls and 1 strike.
Say new to the National League because Wunsch was in Chicago with the Sox in the American League. But he is, I mean, how many of these guys we see now? Used to be you never saw a lefty from the side. Now you see him all over the league.
1 on a team. Tucker out of play, and it's 0-2.
Boy, is he locked. That's a good swing. Good solid front side, good plate coverage. There was a time the Colorado Rockies had 3 of them.
Is that including Steve Reed or?
No, all from the left side.
No. I saw Steve Reed is with the Baltimore Orioles this year.
Saw that.
Tucker skies one into shallow center field where Bradley will come in and make the catch. And now we'll see if Kelly Wunsch will face Ray Durham.
Now this is the beauty of having a switch hitter at the top of the lineup, or having a switch hitter anywhere in the lineup.
Well, these 2 guys played together with the White Sox, Durham and Wunsch. Yeah. What does that mean? Really not a lot.
Until you get that batter's box, not a lot.
And tight to Durham. Benitez getting loose. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Just kind of frisbees it up there. Just unusual delivery. You don't normally see something out of a guy's hand down there. And then it comes at you at 74 miles an hour. You just can't screw your backside into the ground to wait for it.
Strike to Durham, 1-2.
Just missed a little backdoor breaking ball. Well, you know, if you're a guy in the minor leagues and you're throwing out of a normal slot and you're not doing real well and you're on the verge of getting released, if you can go down from Laredo, it saved a lot of careers.
And Durham swings and misses to end the inning. A run on 2 hits. They did give Grissom an infield hit. The big guy's coming in. Armando Benitez. 4-2 Giants as Armando Benitez comes into the ball game.
Benitez, 64 games last year, 47 saves out of 51 tries. But look at the innings pitched, 69 2/3. And how many hits did he give up last year? 36.
And the Giants pick up an important run in the 8th inning as Benitez faces Kent. And why would that be an important run?
Well, Jeff Kent may be the one guy in all of baseball that owns Benitez. And his numbers are
2 for 3 with 2 home runs as Jason Ellison is in right field. Grissom coming in, and it's a base hit, so the ownage continues. And that'll bring up Milton Bradley.
It's amazing how ownage works, man. Well, Benitez is not an easy guy to hit. In his 10-year career at the big league level, he's thrown 654 innings. He's given up 428 hits. And he struck out 826 guys. I mean, that's remarkable.
Reeder will pitch tomorrow.
Benitez, a fastball that'll go anywhere from 93 to 97 miles an hour.
Strike to Bradley.
Got a real hard slider and a real hard split. So really 3 ways he can strike you out. But right now I got to believe that his heart's pumping just like anybody else's heart pumps when they changed teams and they appear for the first time, especially here on opening day.
1 ball and 1 strike. Had about an hour-and-a-half commute into the ballpark this morning. So this means you spend a little time in traffic. Durham. Vizquel. Snow. Double play. And Vizquel had to sky over Kent to get the throw off.
Now, knowing Jeff Kent and how aggressive he is in breaking up 2, I was wondering how Vizquel was going to do this. And here's the ad-lib. How about just leave both feet and throw with nothing on the ground? And the great Vizquel comes up with a miracle play, and just like that, there's 2 quick outs. How about that one? Wow.
A lot of that's fear. As here's Valentin. And a strike. But very quickly in that hour-and-a-half, I had a chance to call 2 former Giants to wish them happy opening days. Rob Nett and Robbie Thompson. And now it's 0-2. Just to let them know we miss them.
One more look at defensive brilliance from Omar Vizquel. A nice feed, perfect feed from Durham.
Skied down the right field line and out of play. So Benitez trying to close it out. 1-2.
1-2 split, way ahead the count. You do not have to come in the strike zone here.
Two and 2. Now Benitez trying to slow things down just a little bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Snow. And that's the ball game. So some defense in the 9th, and the Giants win their opener by a final of 4-2. And that's your 2005 San Francisco Giants strapping on the leather.
Wow. And 2 of the Gold Glovers in the infield making their presence felt. A brilliant turn of 2 from Omar Vizquel, and then JT Snow going down there and snagging a one-hop seed off the bat of Valentin. And that's it. And Snow flips it to Benitez, who records his first save as a Giant. And he says, thank you.
Not always were they pals. But today, yes, indeed. Edgardo Alfonso with a big 2-run home run in this game. So Dave Righetti pats Armando Benitez on the back. And the Giants are 1-0 in the season.
Well, a good baseball game, and really a good duel between two starting pitchers, Jason Schmidt, Derek Lowe. And the difference in the ball game, an error in the 7th inning from Jose Valentin. It gave the Giants a 1-run advantage. They would add 2 in the 8th, and the bullpen made it stand. A brilliant 8th inning from Scott Eyre, and then Armando Benitez shutting her down.
Well, Mike, you talked about the error in the 7th. The Dodgers also had an error in the 8th. So what we saw was good defense from the Giants. And you mentioned it during the telecast that one of the things Dodger fans are worried about was their defense. And today it fell apart. So we had a chance now to visit with Giants third baseman Edgardo Alfonzo. And nice way to open up the season, Edgardo. And my goodness, you're 3 for 4. I mean, you get a chance to lead the league in hitting this year.
Well, right now it's a pretty good feeling, you know. But it's a good way to start the season. And you know, play against the Dodgers. They're really tough to beat, but we did everything to win, you know.
Well, you overcame a 2-run deficit in the 4th inning. You came up a leadoff single by Pedro Feliz, and you came up against Derek Lowe. And you know, sometimes the toughest runs to score are the first runs of the season. Tell us about the home run.
Well, you know, Lowe is the kind of guy who like to. He got a great sinker, you know, and the situation was for to try to get a ground ball. I just think I just get a good pitch to hit and kind of little uppercut a little bit and got a good swing on it, and that's a great to score the first 2 runs of the season.
You know, Edgardo, everyone talked about the fact that you came in a little lighter. Did spring training this year feel any different for you than other years?
No, I still tired. I still work hard. but that's a great feeling, especially the group of guys that we have. I think it makes it more easy for you to work, stay together as a team. And to me personally, I just thank God for this opportunity again, and that's a great feeling to win the first game of the season.
Hey, Fonzie, one more question. You look to your left, and you got a fellow countryman playing next to you. How much fun is that?
Well, that's pretty good because I always see him to play as a little kid. You know, when I was a little kid, I used to go with my brother to Winter Ball to watch him play, and I really enjoy it. And now I had the opportunity to play with him, and then you see what happened during the double play. That was amazing. Yeah. So that's one of those Venezuelan heroes, you know.
Yeah. All right, Edgardo, thanks. Hey, nice job today.
All right.
All right, thanks, Edgardo Alfonzo. A nice ball game from Edgardo. Giants win this one 4-2. We'll be back right after these words.